I know a lot of y'all might came here to hear about the Black Madam, honey, Miss Padge Victoria Windslowe. She done pumped a lot of your favorite girls. Honey, and when I say some of y'all favorite girls, I mean some of y'all favorite girls, honey. Allegedly, she pumped Kim Kardashian and Amber Rose, honey. Said Amber took Kim to her, honey. Said Amber brought Kim to her, honey. Said Kim wanted to know who had did that to Amber's butt. Who did that to Amber's butt? Honey. And they took her to Padge, honey. Black Madam. Honey. Yes, she's a transgender. She outed herself in her conversation with Lexy, honey. We'll get to that. Her tea ain't no secret. Child, cause y'all swear I be clocking people that be publicly trans. How? Do you know? Can you explain? Cause I don't get it. But anyway, yeah, Miss Padge, Mother Madame, honey, said, Kim set Amber up to take Amber's man, honey, and marry him. Yeah, that's what's up. Honey, yep. She was doing music. She was on the scene too, honey. Yep, post-op Puss. Yes, she is, honey. She was on the scene doing her thing. Look at Miss Padge, honey. She was out there. She was getting her coins, honey. She said 20 million. She said they had snatched 20 million off of her. That's what she had liquid. That's just what she had liquid at the time when they caught her. She said it was 20 mil. Honey, madam. Honey was pimping everybody. Was pimping all your favorite girls, all your favorite butch queens, all your favorite cis women. Said that. Now they said she could pimp them, bitch. But, honey, change that I to a U when it comes to pumping them. She was clocking them out. They said, honey, permanent clock outs. They said, honey, I ain't telling you no lie. But get into Miss Padge. She's a kiki. Get into Miss Padge real quick. Honey.
Before they started paying for it, right? And I ain't getting on that because I'm gonna go get me some free. I'm gonna go get me some free stuff too.
We gonna get all
but
of that.
Honey, I had to come out of the pocket for everything.
Yeah, and I know it was very coinsy back then.
Right. Coinsy. I'm sitting on 2 Rolls Royces right now.
Oh, baby,
darling.
Come on, so
what's my name? Okay. Madam.
The madam is here. Okay, so listen, so you guys. We have to talk about the meat and potatoes of the whole thing, like why you were in high.
Ooh, we ain't gonna get all into that. Yeah, I just wanted y'all to get into the madam. Ain't the madam a kiki, honey? She's a character, ain't she, honey? She's a wild girl, honey. Y'all ain't never heard about the madam. Honey. I told you could trust her to pimp, but couldn't trust her to pump. Is what they had said. I'm just telling you what they had said when the girls was telling them, the whole time Miss Kelly Harper was alive, the girls ain't never turned her in. But the madam, they turned her in, honey, clocked her right in the central booking. Y'all don't know the story of the madam. Girl, they was calling her the madam. On cable news, they was calling her the God damn it.
A startling admission from the so-called Black Madam as her murder trial begins in Philadelphia. Padge Windslowe is accused of killing a woman during a procedure to increase the size of her buttocks with silicone injections. Reporter Tony Hansen of our sister station, KYW News Radio, was in court today.
20-year-old Claudia Aderatimi traveled with a friend from London to Philadelphia for the butt enhancement injections. Silicone sealed in with crazy glue. And the friend says Aderatimi became ill within minutes, struggled to breathe, had chest pains. Aderatimi was dead within hours. Winslowe has pleaded not guilty and says she'll testify during this trial. She's already provided remarkable testimony during a motions hearing, just minutes before the jury came into the courtroom. Winslowe has admitted she did the black market injections, says she had many satisfied customers. told the judge everybody called her the Michelangelo of buttocks injections. Her attorney says there was no evil in her heart. She thought it was safe. And the strongest proof of that, he says, she injected herself. Reporting from the Criminal Justice Center, Tony Hansen, KYW News Radio, for CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Karamo covered it.
Aspiring rapper, and I believe you pronounce her name Padge Gordon, or Padge Gordon, whose stage name is the Black Madam, has been arrested for killing a 20-year-old, which is not the funny part, dancer with silicone butt injections and crazy glue. Now what happened is that this 20-year-old died in the airport, and once the police found her, they wanted to find out exactly how she died and found out that it was because of the injections. Arrested Black Madam and are now charging her with murder. And I just thought this was crazy, first of all, because that was her rap name. And then secondly, now that these underground parties are happening and people are dying because of butt injections to look like Kim Kardashian or someone.
So there's two great phrases coming out of this story.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously, tragedy, the poor woman died. Don't do butt injections.
Oh yeah.
But if you're gonna do butt injections, for Christ's sake, don't do them at a party.
Yes.
Okay. And third of all, make sure the doctor's got a license, because we've now done endless stories where people inject shit into their ass, which is ironic.
Child, but our girl, even your girl Nancy Grace, covered the madam.
Tell in news and views.
As I just reported, the so-called doctor on the run after allegedly taking the life of a classically trained student, just 20 years old. Straight out to Jean Casares, legal correspondent in session. What happened, Jean?
Well, Nancy, this was a young girl that had big dreams. She wanted to be a singer. She wanted to be a star. So she went and she was going to have, and she did have, a buttocks enhancement procedure. Now, police are saying the woman that was playing doctor doing all of this actually illegally injected her with silicone. And the question is, did the silicone hit a vein? Was this a homicide? Is this a murder? She started having shortness of breath, taken to the hospital, and she died.
Also joining us tonight, Alexis Weed on the story. Alexis, what more can you tell me?
Procedure took place last Monday around 1:30 in the afternoon. It's 12 hours later when Claudia comes to the hospital. She eventually dies of this procedure. It's said that the silicone became infested in her lungs, and that's what perhaps called her death, although we are waiting toxicology reports.
What we know about the doctor, quote unquote, is that she wanted to be a star too, and she was probably financing these music videos.
Jane, here's the doctor.
That's her.
We're showing videos of the doctor. I hope you people did not believe this is the victim. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Put it in full. I want to see the doctor. There you go. There's the doctor. Go ahead, Jane.
As a self-described goth hip-hop singer, better known as the Black Madam, that's what she goes by. Nancy, I want to tell everybody that police are raiding the apartment now. They have gotten boxes of evidence. They are taking out syringes, silicone, identification cards, and cell phones, plural.
Now, the ID cards all have different names. The credit cards all have different names. What else can you tell me about what they are? It's a huge search warrant execution. What all are they getting?
Well, they're getting a lot of different vials of silicone. That's the main thing, because they want to show that she caused this to happen. Syringes, identification cards. They believe that Windslowe...
Baby, honey, they was covering this in other language, honey. They was covering this in Francois and Abelais Espanol. Child, let's let the madam speak for herself. Let's see what the madam got to say for herself now that she's freedom, now that she's out of the gated community.
The lady, can you say her name now that the case is over? Can you actually say the name that the lady that? Okay, so how did it work? Can you just take me back to the night or the day you actually pumped? Look at the camera and tell them this is what the people wanted, the meat and potatoes of it all.
Yeah, I remember, let's see, her name is Claudia.
Okay.
And let me calm myself down.
Yeah, because
this is not an antic moment. This is me addressing something here. I remember because she came to see me in November. We were filming the Phenomena music video, and I went to see her. She was from London, so I did the procedure, but she wanted more of it. And I'm like,
explain. We gotta go through details.
Well, we all know when we talk about the procedure. I did the, I gave her silicone.
Where at?
In her hips and in her buttocks.
Okay, was this her first time
It
coming?
was her first time.
Okay,
and she came with two others. She came with Betty and she came with Teresa.
Okay,
Teresa.
so
Gaffney.
everybody else was fine.
Yes, everyone was fine.
Okay.
I did that job, and I had to get back to my video shoot. But she called me and wanted me to come back and give her more, and I'm like, no.
The same day.
The same day, and I'm like, this is not how this goes.
Wait a minute. I've been getting pumped for years. The girls, all of my, not even my femme queens and trans girls, but even cisgender women know that's fucking unacceptable. Anybody that's pumping that's just wrong. That's absolutely wrong. So even though she wanted that, and you did it anyway?
No.
Okay,
I denied her. Okay. And she gave her argument of the matter, and I said, that's not how you do things. And she figured,
what was her complaint?
That she just wanted the bulk. What it was she auditioned for a music video.
Okay.
She got the part as the lead girl, but when they realized that she had a synthetic butt pads, they took her off of the set. So now she's hungry for it. She wants to get.
So you know what video it was at the time?
No, some video in Europe.
Okay.
So she wanted to get the work done very fast.
Okay.
In order to regain this position.
Okay.
So
allegedly, you guys, I don't know, I wasn't there.
And so I had told her no, and I went back on to shoot my music video.
Okay.
So I didn't think I would ever hear from her again.
Okay.
So then we fast forwarded to February. I remember
this was in November, correct?
Yeah, because this was in November.
Okay.
I remember February. I had just left the DoubleTree Hotel with Amber Rose.
Allegedly.
And that next morning was a Monday, because it was Sunday. That next morning was a Monday, and they were flying in. I got the call that she was here, and I was like kind of shocked, like, okay, I thought I would never hear from her again, because she slammed the phone down because I wouldn't do it for her. And I went and I did the procedure yet again. Now I'm there, and she's like, she explained it.
Going into it, you didn't feel no type of way because, hey, it's months later, you're only seeing her once.
Exactly.
She just wanted more of that. So you had no gripe with the girl.
No. But now in my heart, because I know what it is to be clawing your way out and trying to get something where you feel like nature has forgotten you.
Okay.
So when she went in the bathroom and came out and said it's still not enough, she explained she's coming all the way.
Oh, this is the second time?
Yes. She explained she's coming all the way from across the seas, that she needed more.
She came from where? Where was she from?
She was from London.
She was from London, so she came over here just to see you.
Yes.
And okay, so let me just get this straight. I don't know the lady. I read up on the case. Everybody did because it's world news, you guys. So I don't really know. But what I can, and this is not in defense or have nothing to do with Claudia or the madam. I just know how it is with silicone and getting pumped because, yes, all of the girls from my generation was getting it. And it's like once you stand up and look in the mirror, you see it. It plays tricks on your mind. It's like, that's why sometimes you can go a little bit too far.
Yes.
And you end up looking like a science project because you look overly, went too far. It's a mental thing because I've been through this myself, you guys. You see it there, the next day it looked like bitch nothing. It went there. Because I remember me calling like, it went down. They were like, faggot. Kelly Harper used to say, faggot, go lay down, bitch. You just got it yesterday. It ain't going nowhere that fast. So with that being said, and this is totally separate from the madam here and Claudia, God rest her soul and bless her family. I'm not here speaking on none of that. I'm just speaking on the wanting more. It's really dangerous. You want more. Every girl that's out there has had that I want more because it's a mental thing. You just always want to go bigger or you don't really see what's there until it's too late. Until it's like, oh, bitch, you done carry, and then one day you actually look in the mirror and you be like, I dragged it. I really dragged it. And then you start wanting to get the shit taken out and then it starts to, we're going to get to that later. Let's get back to the second time you pumped Claudia.
So now this time when she's asking me, this is where I find out about the music video. She explains that, and then she also tells me, the fact that she's coming so far. It's not like she's in Philly and she just jumping back and forth every 2 weeks up to New York like how we did it.
Okay.
So with all that said, she's getting into my heart. I could relate to that. I could relate to that hunger of wanting to just get this done. Because I've gotten kicked off of music videos once they found out somebody leaked the tea about, oh, madam, she's, trans or whatever. Because I went stealth for a while. So I knew what that felt like. So now I'm in it. I'm invested. I want to help her. And so I said, you know what? She said, I don't have no more money, but I will send it. I said, don't even worry about it.
But if y'all want to go see the rest, if y'all want to go see the tea, honey, the link to the podcast is in the description. Sad story. And the stories keep popping up, honey. Baby, the trans girls don't be the only ones. Don't get it twisted. Honey, LA doctor. Honey, doctor. Honey, yep, all over the place. Honey, and they augmenting the men's as well. Child, get somebody else to do it. Child, they augmenting the men's as well. Honey, y'all know the men's don't want to talk about it, though. Honey, they doing veneers. Honey, Atlanta is a hot spot. Atlanta is a hot spot for the fake doctors. If it sounds too good, it probably is. If the price sounds too good to be true, it probably ain't true. Honey, it probably ain't a true doctor. But you know, Atlanta been, honey, Atlanta been doing that thing. Y'all remember Dr. Love? Y'all don't remember Dr. Love, honey? Dr. Love was like 16 or something. And people was letting him do surgeries and treatments and stuff on them. Y'all don't remember Dr. Love? Picture glasses. Honey. Oh, Lord. But if y'all want to know the madam's story, if y'all want to know details, because she says she gets it all away. Honey, yes, a memoir by Paige Victoria Windslowe. Honey, infamous Black Madam. Yeah, available, honey, available on Amazon. And also, her movie has dropped. The movie has dropped. Madam in the Mirror, available for free on Tubi, honey. Madam in the Mirror.